Okay, so in Genesis verses 6 to 8, and God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters from the waters. And God made the firmament, and separated the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven, and there was evening, and there was morning, and a second day. The myth of the waters is continued here with their separation into two layers. By a firmament, that is the description of the flood, allows the waters. Wait a minute, what happened? Okay, yeah. Okay, the description of the flood allows the waters above to pass through and flow onto the earth. This image of the division of the waters into two masses is scientifically unacceptable. Verses 9 to 13, and God said, let the waters under the heavens be gathered together in one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the waters were gathered together he called seas. And God saw it was good. And God said, let the earth put forth vegetation, plants yielding seed and fruit, trees bearing, in which is their seed, each according to its kind upon the earth. And it was so. The earth brought forth, the earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed according to their own kinds, and trees bearing fruit, in which is their seed, and each according to its kind. And God saw it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, and a third day. The fact that continents emerged at this period in the earth's history, when it was still covered with water, is quite acceptable scientifically. What is totally unacceptable is that a highly organized vegetable kingdom with reproduction by seed could not have appeared before the existence of the sun. Subhanallah. Praise be to God. In Genesis, it does not appear until the fourth day, and likewise the establishment of the altering days and nights. Verses 14 to 19, and God said, let there be lights in the firmaments of the heavens, and separate the day from night, and let them be for signs and for seasons, and for days and years, and let them be lights in the firmament and of the heavens to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And God made the two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also, and God set them in the firmament of the heavens to give light upon the earth, and rule over the day and over the night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good, and there was evening, and there was morning, a fourth day. Here, the biblical author's description is unacceptable. The only criticism one could level at this passage is the position it occupies in the description as a whole. The earth and moon emanated, as we know, from their original star, the sun. The place the creation of the sun and the moon after the creation of the earth is contrary to the most firmly established ideas on the formation of the elements of the solar system. All right. Verses 20 to 23. And God said, let the waters bring forth swarms of living creatures, and let the birds fly above the earth across the firmament. of the heavens. So God created the great sea monsters and every living creature that moves, with which the waters swarm according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth. And there was evening, and there was morning, a fifth day. This passage contains assertions that are unacceptable. According to Genesis, the animal kingdom began with the appearance of creatures of the sea, winged birds. The biblical description informs us that it was not until the next day, as we shall see in the following verse, that the earth itself was populated by animals. It is certain that the origins of life came from the sea, but this question will not be dealt with until the third part of this book. From the sea, the earth was colonized, as it were, by the animal kingdom. It is from animals living on the surface of the earth, and in particular from one species of reptile which formed in the second era. That is thought the birds originated from. The numerous biological characteristics common to both species make this deduction possible. The beasts on the earth are not, however, mentioned until the sixth day in Genesis. After the appearance of the birds, this order of appearance, beast of the earth after birds, is not therefore acceptable. Verses 24 to 31. And God said, Let the earth bring forth living creatures according to their kinds, cattle and creeping things, and beasts of the earth according to their kinds. And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth according to their kinds, and the cattle according to their kinds, and everything that creeps upon the ground according to its kinds. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, Let us make man in our image, after our likenesses, and let them have dominion over the fish and the sea and the birds in the air, and over the cattle, and over the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. So God created man in his own image, and in the image of God he created him. Male and female he created them. And God blessed them, and God said to them, Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves upon the earth. And God said, Behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed, which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree with seed in its fruit. You shall have them for food, and to every beast of the earth, and to every bird in the air, and to everything that creeps on the earth, and everything has a breath of life. I have given every green plant for food. And it was so. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, a sixth day. This is the description of the accumulation of the creation. The author lists all of the living creatures not mentioned before, and describes the various kinds of food for man and beasts. As we have seen, the error was to place the appearance of beasts on the earth after that of the birds. Man's appearance is, however, correctly situated after the other species of living things.